my train of thought was just in survival mode.
She was faced with a gun, a man demanding her to get into her car. Tonight, she's sharing her story of survival. It happened early Sunday morning in downtown Columbus. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Andrew Kinsey.
And I'm Brittany Bailey in for Yolanda tonight. The traveling nurse says she did what she could just to get home to her children and husband. She spoke exclusively today with 10 TV's Lacey Crisp.
Like, I really tried to keep him as calm as possible.
Theresa Breedlove is a respiratory therapist and works with the smallest of babies at Nationwide Children's Hospital. She left work Sunday morning and was on her way to the condo where she was staying.
Got on Spring Street and my life completely turned around.
She stopped at the light and says she saw a man she described as acting erratic.
And then he seen me like go for the wheel to try and go around him, and that's when I had seen the gun.
She says he first went to the locked passenger door.
He said, "Let me get in the effing car," started pounding on the hood, went for my passenger side door first, and I hadn't unlocked it at that point. Then he quickly ran to the front of the car again, and why I didn't put my foot on the gas, I just don't know. My brain was not functioning.
She did as he said and let him in the car. She says she drove him around downtown for what felt like an eternity, but was probably close to 20 minutes.
The gun was on his lap, pointed at me. I just kept looking at that, making sure he wasn't making any like quick movements towards it.
She says he forced her to drive through red lights and the wrong way down one-way streets by the courthouse. She hoped a police officer would see them and stop them. She says he kept asking for her to help him, finally asking her to call 911.
I really never anticipated him for me to call 911. I thought that I'm never going to see my family again. And that was a really hard thing to grasp.
He allowed her to stop when CPD pulled up behind her.
Took him without injury. And then that's when I emotionally lost it.
She says her sister-in-law was the first family member to come see her on the scene and gave her a hug.
That hug meant the world to me. It made me feel a little bit safe that everything was going to be okay.
In Columbus, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.
Now, Breedlove says she thought about all the other things she could have done, but says she doesn't know if she would have still made it home safely if she had handled the situation differently. As for the man, Quentin Robertson, he has been charged with kidnapping and is being held on a $500,000 bond.